So here at the Helsinki Central Station, you have trams that are directly in front of the station. The number 7 tram will take you to the Tallink ferry terminal to go over to Tallinn, Estonia. Always look left and right, but you hear the audible noise in the background will tell people with low vision that it's safe to cross. And we're going to enter into the main building of the station and take the airport train. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go through the main entrance here at Helsinki Central Station. Now, look on the marquee boards, but typically the train leaves from track 1, 2, or 3, or 17, 18, 19. So as you come into the station, there is a ground tunnel entrance where these steps go. So if it's really inclement weather, you can take the tunnel across. There's escalators there. We're going to come out to where the main marquee board is. There are coffee shops, an Italian restaurant, and there's a little eatery right there that does small pizzas and sandwiches. Excellent. Actually get the ham and Swiss cheese. There's a coffee spot over here. And we enter the main station. So there's your main marquee board. But we're going to go over to track 1, 2, and 3. So we're leaving the heated space back out to the covered cold space. And you're going to turn right. So people with a lot of luggage, I know this is a train station, but people heading down towards the platforms give you a good indication. This is platform number 4. So we're walking alongside platform number 4. I'm going to go all the way down here to the very end. Now the trains departing for the airport leave around every 10 to 15 minutes. And there is a marquee board that lets you know where that train is going. And if it's already sitting at the platform, how many minutes is left before it departs. Again, there are kiosk machines that you can use, but the best thing I have found is use the HSL app on your phone. From here to the airport, you will need an ABC ticket, single ride, which is a one-way, and it'll cost you around between 4 and 5 euros. We'll get down here to the end of the platform, make sure I have Wi-Fi, and I'll purchase a ticket. It's probably -5 Celsius. Once you get to the end of platform 4, where this little convenience store is and the covered shelter is, it's going to be platform 3, 2, and 1. And this is where you would come to catch the train to head to the airport. But always check your marquee signs. So there is a marquee here on platform 2. It tells you that the train leaves in 1 minute, going to the airport. You can also see the marquee on the front of the train. It has the airport logo on the right hand side. So when leaving Helsinki main central station. You come over to platforms 1, 2, and 3, and you have your trains. So you want the I train or the P train going to the airport, and you see it says airport with an airport logo, but this is on the right hand side, on the outside portion of Central Station if you come in the main door. To stop, there's buttons to the left and the right, so you can see it's 2x3 seating. It's all flat. There is luggage storage at the top, and this will take you about 40 minutes to get to the train tunnel at Helsinki train station. And again, it's a terminus stop, so when the train gets there, all the passengers will leave. Just up above, there is a lighted sign inside to let you know your progress to your stop. So we're leaving Helsinki. Please mark the gap between the train and the platform. Alright, so we're here at the airport station, and we just need to figure out where we're going. But if you look on the ground, this is the station here. And then I'm going to pan so you can look back. And this is Helsinki Airport Station. And we're going to head on up. Again, here in the train tunnel at Helsinki Airport. If you're going from the airport into the city center, it doesn't matter which train you get on. There could be one on the left, there could be one on the right. Both trains head to the same location because they're terminus points. Start at the airport, ends at Central Station. There are marquee boards up at the top, but the I and the P train that come here will go to Central Station, so it doesn't matter which train you get on. Here we go, going to the airport. So if you take the escalators, you're going to take a series of escalators to get to the arrivals section of the airport. Then you're going to go up another set of escalators or elevator to get to the departure ticketing counters. So there are elevators. There is a low vision cane track, and then you have signs to the terminal. And this is giving you a transition point. So again, there are elevators there. Helsinki Airport. You cannot get luggage carriers through here. So if you have a lot of bags, you will probably want to ride the elevator. Or if you're in a wheelchair, you would also need to ride the elevator. Okay, we should have one more set of escalators to go up at this point. And they should be to my right hand side. I like those escalators because they become flat before you step off, so that gives you an indication that you are making a transition to a different surface. These are also standby escalators, so if no one breaks the laser sensor beam, they just stay stationary, and then when you approach, then they activate. Not a lot of activity this morning. I hope that's not a bad sign. So now we're at the airport level. Again, it turns flat. And then you have these barricades that you cannot get through, so they're tight. You can exit the airport there, but if you turn left into the airport space, and this is the arrivals hall. I'm just going to turn around so you can see what the train hall looks like. So over where the rental car place is there and the information booth is, the train station is directly through those glass doors. So we're going to slightly turn right. And I'm standing in front of the departures elevator level right here. You can see there is a sign with an airplane pointed up, but if you're standing here facing the escalators, off to your left is your regional buses out those doors. And then from here, off to your right is your taxi cab services and rideshare services, which would be out that door. I recommend going to the train station and taking the train because it's only going to cost you between 4 and 5 euros and about 40 minutes right into Central Station. So we're going to head on up now. There are food places below the staircase level. There's a Burger King, some other restaurants, and a market. There's a market over there as well if you want to grab some things when you first arrive into the airport. So now we're on the departures level, and we're just going to pan around and try to find Finland Airlines. So I'm just going to give you a slow pan. I'm not going to videotape much through here because I don't want anyone to be upset. It's a really good sign that my plane is sitting here on the tarmac. That's awesome.